It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Saints, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
He's got him in, complete. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now you look at this Saints defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1. Looking for a big game today.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
42 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Second and 6. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
1st down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
7-7, our score after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Slot man moves right.
A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Pete Werner able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Bills have taken the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 64 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Allen. And he's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
The kick by pass is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead is up to 8. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
3rd and 12.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So it's halftime here in New Orleans where the Saints.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the gun.
He's hit. He lost the football. Put on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This taken in right around the goal line.
And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
42 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, good by Groupie.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run the counter with Cook.
Oh, good move. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
Here's a diving catch right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that lead is back down to 9 now. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Taysom Hill
with touchdown number 3 of the game and 6 on the year.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now, because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 1st down, Allen.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they're going to speed things up here. Allen to throw once more.
Throw left side to Kincaid.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Allen. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Allen, gotta have this one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he taken in by Shaheed.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. They go play action here on first down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on first down is Allen. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Now Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
To throw, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game.
Williams loses the football, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles' undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Hi,